Red circle brought to me. Gamers, speaking of red circles, and speaking of the thing that I never actually touched on, we will be rating the red circle Emojipedia and ranking them on a scale of whatever number they are to the largest number of whatever they are. Gamers, alright, check this out. I need to mentally prepare myself a little bit because some of these fucking irk me severely. Let's start with the Apple one. Bullshit liberal propaganda, that's all that needs to be said. Google, minimalist, simple, gets a high ranking from me. However, some people might think this is just fucking lazy. It's a circle and it's red. But you know what? You know what it's called? Do you know what it's called? Yeah, exactly. They don't overcomplicate things, gamers. Remember that acronym we preach over and over here on the channel? Keep it simple. S word. Stupid. Google knows what's up. Not always. Samsung kind of taking the opposite approach, but here's why I like it so much. They have a level of attention to detail. Singular light source, depth within the material of the red circle. This more defines a red sphere though, and for that I'm going to give it points off. Google, 10 out of 10. Samsung, 5 out of 10. Apple, 1 out of 10 so far. Now, you know what? I'll give Apple a 3 out of 10. It's having similarity with the singular light source, but obviously the border isn't congruent with that, and that's bullshit. It's like, oh, I want to be a circle and a sphere. Cake and eat it too. Disgusting. Microsoft knows what's good. Honestly, I might ding Google a few points just so that I can give them to Microsoft. Google, you're getting a 9 out of 10. Microsoft gets the 10. Here's why. Definition, bright color, contrast with a dark border. Usually, the background of a message is a lighter color to display darker text, or dark text to display a lighter color. This works in both scenarios. Microsoft, 10 out of 10. WhatsApp, fugly as hell. Are you shitting me right now? It's like, let's take a clown nose and leave it out in the sun for 8 days. 2 out of 10. No more discussions. Oh, and then give it a little bit of a coating and do the same thing that fucking Apple is pulling with the, oh, I want to be a circle and a sphere. Bullshit. Fuck you, WhatsApp. Speaking of Zuckerberg being a cuckerberg, Facebook is pulling similar shit to Samsung and Apple, trying to be congruent with their other corporate giants, I see. Super giants is a more appropriate term. With the, oh, I want to be a circle and a sphere. Piss off, make a decision, but it does it best out of all of these. So I would say a 4 out of 10. Joy Pixels. I really like Joy Pixels, but something's wrong about it that I can't put my PP on. Joy Pixels, again, light source, there's depth to the circle. It's not trying to choose one or the other, and you can still tell that it is a circle over a sphere despite the gradient. The gradient complements a light source on a 2D surface, right? And there's no abrupt border on Joy Pixels. Joy Pixels for me gets a solid 8.5 out of 10. But just because something's off about it, I can't describe. I'm trying not to look at this one. We'll get to you, Emoji Dex. Holy shit. All right. OpenMoji. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. And you're like, Bradley, but Microsoft has 10 out of 10, and it's the same thing. Fuck off! It is not. You understand me? All right. Look at this. Look at this. Look. Shit. OpenMoji very clearly doles down every fucking. It just, the whole point of the contrasted border is the contrast, right? But we want to have best of both worlds. It brings us back to that jack of all trades, master of none bullshit. I mean, not bullshit, but better than a master of one. It's bullshit. It's like, well, I don't want it to be that contrast. Like, they don't want to make a fucking statement here. They want to go with the flow, which, guess what, gamers, leads to waterfalls. And it's horse shit. They're like, oh yeah, we can just copy the best there is, except stay with the mainstream and all the shitty aspects of it, so that we don't rustle any feathers. Well, guess what? You're just rustling the subconscious feathers, which are much more powerful long term. Now, gamers, the moment I'm sure. Oh my god. The moment you. What is this shit? All right. We'll get to you, Messenger. It's cute, but we'll get to you, Messenger. Emoji Dex. The Digimon of fucking red circles, okay? Everybody knows about Digimon. Everybody knows about Emoji Dex, but nobody uses it. And this is why! Because it's too flashy and it's too dollar store mascotty. This is acceptable. 5.5 out of 10. This brings me some nostalgia. Messenger. I've been using Messenger for quite a few years now. I've never seen this circle. I'm not sure if I'm lucky or not. I think I've got to get used to Messenger because I'm already fond of Messenger, despite having seen, despite my first impressions. And usually it takes 8 subsequent impressions to erase a negative first impression, but Messenger did so pretty quickly. So, you know what? I got to give Messenger a solid 8 for now. We got to revisit Messenger, despite the lighting being just a little bit cringe. Reminds me if it was like a mobile game, right? And you were a red circle in that mobile game, this would be that red circle, or this would be the best version of that red circle. 8 out of 10. Emoji Dex gets negative. You know what? I respect Emoji Dex for making such a bold move with red circle. I really do. And in general, I feel like that's their message that they show instead of tell, is that they're fucking bold. I know they're taking the sphere approach. I know they kind of have that border bullshit going on, but I gotta respect them to a degree. LG. Next. A lot like their smartphones, they took the shittiest part of all of their competitors and combined it into one. Look at this. Obscure border. Wants to be a circle and a sphere at once. 2 sources of light. Horse shit. It's as if they put it on a glass pedestal with down and skylighting and thought that that made it a polished turd that people would mistake for a diamond. Get fucked, LG. 2 out of 10. HTC. Oh my god. It's HTC, you know, sounds like a virus and this looks like a fucking disease. That's honestly all I can really describe this as. 2 out of 10. 2.5 out of 10. Mozilla Firefox. Wait, did I cover Twitter? Fuck this Twitter one. Not just because it's Twitter, mostly because it's Twitter. Okay, kind of because it's Twitter. But again, it has that sun-bleached feel to it. And it's like, this is legitimately epitome of lazy. And Mozilla, I feel like they're trying to appeal to hackers a little bit. Not with their browser and everything, but like, this color scheme I found to be very popular amongst computer enthusiasts. I have to give it a 4 out of 10 because again, it follows that lazy approach. SoftBank, disgusting unless it's used in a YouTube thumbnail. 4.5 out of 10. This is good clickbait. It's got the outline, pops out at your eyes no matter how many times people use this thing. People don't seem to block this symbol out. I feel like that's why stop signs are like that. Huh. So yeah, 4.5 out of 10. We're on the last 2, okay? Very similar, so they'll probably get similar ratings. But, no, are they identical? I can't tell. I think the top one has a shorter line, but that might be the optical illusion thing. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna assume that the top one has a shorter line. Alright, so Domico, you get a 5 out of 10. AU by KDDI, you get a 5.5 out of 10. Here's why. Obviously, the symbolism is meant to, like, you know, make it shiny, which again is bullshit because they're going for the sphere motif. Absurd. This is literally called red circle. All right, not red sphere, not clown nose. Red circle. Unless you're trying to do some sort of projecting here with like the clown nose part, but whatever. Hence my ratings for them. But they're doing it in a really shitty way. I get it, they're going for the minimalist logo meme, but it just doesn't fucking work. It doesn't. And it's hard to describe why it doesn't work, but it's one of those things you can feel, right? It just doesn't work. 4.5, 4 out of 10.